Oh no, the babies. What are we gonna do about the babies? I don't know. That's the first thing that popped in my head when the camera started rolling. So I just gonna have to deal with that. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash, and today's video is going to be about, I guess, the collaboration is not happening. Someone told me it's the Don Maki, I don't know. I just wanted to quickly talk about this really quickly and just do a relatively quick video. I'll probably end this with some door decoration. We gotta get Deva some of her gear. We gotta get her outfit, man. I really want to try out some more Signature Force stuff, and I wanted to address that too. I know there were some people that had issue with that last video. Not a lot of people, but a few people, and I just wanted to clarify some things. So might as well clarify some things while the devs are clarifying some things at the same time. So all this is saying here is that they're the infamous animation IP, unfortunately, due to schedule issue, collaboration content will be excluded from the upcoming update, which is weird because they didn't say it in the dev notes. Someone had mentioned to me in my comment section that they did mention it like on Facebook, but I only check Facebook every once in a while. I don't check it regularly. I only, usually it's, I'm surprised it wasn't, oh god, I pressed the wrong button. I'm surprised it wasn't like in here, like usually it's like in here about it. But yeah, you can see cumulative pay event, Infinity Core, Exos Pass, thank you, Tupaki, this thing, and then this. Like there wasn't anything that said it in here, so I just assumed whatever. I usually wake up and just go straight here. But the fact that they're now saying that it's going to be delayed, hold on, sorry, I think let me make sure I get the right terminology. It's delayed, right? Well, okay, it says it will be exclusive. We apologize to all who've been waiting for the first collaboration of Exos Heroes that we weren't able to release the collaboration content as soon as possible. The preparation of the collaboration is still in progress, so there we go. We will notify you in a separate notice as soon as the process is done. So what happened there is, my assumption here, MFO, okay. No matter how this video goes, just remember that it's 100% MFO. So what I'm thinking would happen is that it's probably not as big of a deal as I think other people might think, or it might be like this big, huge, like, because most of the time, guys, you got to remember these are like contracts, these are signings, these are things. What probably happened is that maybe something went haywire. So it won't be this update, it might be the next one right after it, but something probably messed up. As you guys already know, that they make mistakes in their coding, they make mistakes in their updates, the notes, actually just the physical notes. So it wouldn't be surprising that maybe that they had sent let's say a test demo copy or something like that to the other team, and they just got super pissed. Like, that's just my assumption. I obviously don't know what happened, but I'm assuming that there was some type of issue with the actual characters and how they were working, how they were functioning. And if there's something that's already out there that tells everyone what it is, I don't care. But literally, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's usually that's because it said they couldn't due to scheduling issues. So something is not done on a schedule. It was not fitting within the time. It's not done yet. Maybe they were still trying to figure some stuff out. Exos Heroes, unfortunately, the dev team has made it seem as though they sometimes do rush stuff out. So maybe with the collaboration, maybe with the state of the game, they just wanted to get it a little bit more perfect. Maybe there was something that caused a crazy glitch, like with if you guys remember the Lepin issue or something like that, like, or the free thing issue. Like sometimes they add in stuff at the end and then it messes up really badly. So maybe this is going to be something, it could actually be a really good thing. Maybe it was supposed to be really big and they got a little bit over, they got, what is it, over their head. They tried to do too much and it actually ended up messing up, which is what I'm really hoping for, because in the dev notes, all they showed was chapter 13, which has a few, usually the chapters have a few cutscenes, a little bit of difficulty, but there really wasn't much to it. So if there's a collaboration event that's even more fleshed out than that stupid mini game thing, I'd rather that come in and be solid, because people are gonna get bored, they're gonna want to quit, all that stuff. It's natural. It's in any game's life cycle, especially a games as a service. It's a natural life cycle for that shit to happen. So it's not like when people are like, oh, I don't want to play, and even if I say, I'm kind of bored with the game, I'm not dropping the game because I'm bored with it. I think that's natural when you can play a game every single day. Eventually there's going to be days, possibly weeks, maybe even a month where you just don't feel like playing it. And I know for content creation it looks bad. It's like, oh, I didn't play this game for a month, it must have died. But I think this is pretty natural. I think this is nothing to be too concerned about. Just keep your ear to the game, and if you don't feel like playing until the collaboration comes in, then just do that. If you want to do your dailies or keep up with the game so that when the collaboration drops you're set up, then do that. Which I assume that if they were going to possibly drop the collaboration next week or this week, technically in the next update that said, then that would have been the gold fake core. So now the gold fake core might be delayed, so then maybe they'll just throw in something else that they probably have pre-planned, or it's gonna make people kind of like, should I save my ZEUZ for this collaboration stuff because it's gonna be limited? You guys know how that usually goes. They're not gonna add it to the pool. Or do I go on the next gold fake core if it's good enough? That's gonna be a big decision. That's probably a more important decision now, because now they're showing you or telling you that the collaboration is delayed. It might be a ton of fake cores, which would make fake cores doesn't make really too much sense, and maybe that's why they delay. Fake core collab units make no sense, because like, unless that anime has to do with it, I don't know anything about the anime or anything like that. I don't know what that thing is, so I don't know if they'll do a fake core, if they're gonna just make basic fate units. Then it'd have to be like, they'd have to be really good, because we all know base fate units are usually relatively shit. So I don't know how that's gonna work. Secondly, I wanted to quickly address about the signature force thing, and the only thing I wanted to say about that is that even in the video, I really feel like pulling it up, but it's really not necessary if I do so. Even in the video of the when I messed up on the signature force, I said in the video that I don't really care if it's messing up. I just did not want to do it the other way, where I put a copy into an already built unit, and then that was going to be a mistake. So that alone just kind of made me feel weird. So I just said, you know what, I'm just going to do it this way. If it's wrong, it's wrong. I didn't care. And a lot of people, like, what I don't mind, like when you play a game, like naturally play a game, and you make a mistake, it's usually like everyone's laughing, you know, like everyone's laughing, like, ha, dude, you fucked up, you dummy. You know, don't, without insults, obviously, you know, everyone kind of enjoys it, embraces it, and like, you have a laugh, I have a laugh. But there are some people that whenever you do something, especially not optimal, because that's technically what it was. It wasn't that I did it wrong, I just didn't do it in the most optimal way. The most optimal way to do signature force is to obviously dupe the character and then have that character duped for the rest of eternity. Because now the way that I did it, I don't have a transcended Janai anymore, so like now I have to get her again. So technically I'm wasting, in my opinion, how I would say it, now I'm wasting kind of like two generals. I'm wasting two generals, because the one that I tossed away, now I have to give one to a Jedi that I'm going to keep on my roster, and then now I got to put another one here, when before I would have just had to just put one more when I got another one. Not that I'm trying to defend my mistake, because you know it's a mistake. I consider it a mistake, but like I said, it's technically I just didn't do something optimal. I can technically, even if it made people cringe and made people upset, I can do signature force that way every single time. And you guys got to remember that it's my account. So like, if I want to do stuff that's reckless or seemingly not optimal, or invest into units that you don't think are good, I can do that. Like I remember when, you know, like I'd be like, oh, you know what, I think this character is good. Like, where's my girl? Oh, BZ. I shouldn't even go by combat power. It's gonna make me take like 8 years to find her. Maybe she'll pop up. Yeah, oh, BZ. And I had a theory. I was like, you know what, she might be really good. The first Guardians and like blah 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 blah. And I could have had a really beastly OBZ, and then she could have just been absolutely trash. And that would have not been optimal. It would have been smarter to just invest on the units that are known to be good. That's kind of how you should play any gacha game, because your resources are limited. So every little resource that you get, you don't want to fuck it up. That's why people look up guides. That's why people look up, you know, my kind of content. People that are willing to showcase what they do and what they do and things like of that nature. People are willing to showcase what they're doing, how they figured something out, or how they're learning about something. That's kind of what the channel is about. The channel is specifically about me just trying shit or doing stuff. Whether I make a mistake or whether it's something like that, it's not something that, like, I feel like some people were just like upset about me doing something like that, like but it's not your account. So that's my only issue with stuff like that. Like, you have to remember, like, I invested into my Rudley when everyone was just like, guy, you gotta go in the string and just invest in, you gotta get Bat 3, you gotta get Bat 3. If you don't get Bat 3, the game is ruined. You gotta get Bat 3. And I didn't get Bat 3 until I randomly summoned her, you know, like, so much later into the game, and I still didn't even feel like using her when I first got her, you know. Like, I'm gonna play the game differently but most importantly, I might do things differently. I might do things wrong. And I also heard an argument that one should delete the video. I was like, why should I delete the video? It's not a Signature Force video. It's not a video on how to. And I actually changed my you guys probably actually don't know, especially if you're from Exos. I used to, in Epic 7, if you look at all my Epic 7 videos, especially about guides, I used to call stuff a guide. I used to say, this is how to build this character, how to do this. And I would catch so much shit for that. And I got tired of it because all I was, even though I'm saying how to, it's just like, I'm trying to just work with the algorithm. I'm trying to, like, people like to see how to do something. It's how-to videos, how to build this, how to make a house, how to make this, how to get a girlfriend, stuff like that. It's just a trigger word. But I noticed that for some reason when you do that, people assume that you know it all. So I stopped doing that. You actually will see the transition from Epic 7 into Exos, where I don't call them guides, I call them reviews, because I'm reviewing the character. I'm just giving my thoughts and opinions on the character. That's where MFO comes from. It's a different mentality, it's a different wording, and it's done for a specific reason, because I don't like to be the know-it-all. I like to say what I want to say, and I don't care if I'm right or wrong. And if I make a mistake, it's the same thing if I was playing a God of War or Dark Souls and I keep going down the wrong path or something like that, and I don't understand a really big epic. You guys probably aren't aware of this, but I was playing Final Fantasy X on stream on Twitch a long time ago, and I spent like 2 hours, I think it was stupid, in one area in one little area, and I could not figure out the puzzle. And the puzzle was stupidly simple, but I overcomplicated it, and I literally was like running around in circles, and it was just back and forth. And the chat's constantly asking me, yo bro, you know, I could just tell you, you know, if I give you this one hint, you can be good. I was like, no, I don't want any help. And that's just how I am. Sometimes I want to look up stuff, sometimes I want to ask, but a lot of times I just want to throw my head into the fucking wall. I don't care. I will want to figure it out myself. And if I mess up, I mess up. If I take too long, then, you know, or if I feel like giving up, I'll give up and I'll say, hey man, fuck it, tell me where to go. But that's just how I play games, and I just need that to be understood going forward, that I have no ambition to be the know-it-all guy. I don't have the ambition to be the first guy anymore. I used to do that again in Epic 7, staying up late or waking up at a certain time to be the first one to put the news out, and I realized that no matter what time I put the news out, my numbers didn't even change. It didn't matter if I was the first one. It just mattered if I made an interesting video, and that's I just started realizing that all in all. At the end of the day, man, just relax. Enjoy the videos for what they are, and for any content creator. And it's funny because when I looked back, and I think I was like, I could have swore FG's video when he made the mistake is that video is literally a month old from yesterday. Like if you were to, by yesterday, so he released that September 25th. So I saw that video like kind of how I watch some videos, like just kind of listening to it on the side. And like he just made a mistake, but he never vocally says that he made a mistake because he didn't notice it until his chat blew him up and said, oh, you made a mistake. So even then I went back and I look at the comments, and it's like some people are saying what the mistake was, but some people really weren't. Like you would have had to be really paying it, like literally researching on what happened. And at the end of the day, you guys got to understand, sometimes it just I either didn't care at the time, or it's been a month, I don't remember. Like I don't remember. There's so much stuff going on in my life outside of YouTube that I might just forget how to do something. And I was just like, I'm reading some of the comments and I was like, it doesn't matter. I already said during the video that I don't care if it's a mistake. So it's like, if it is what it is. I think that the game is, like I said, it's in a rocky state. I don't think that that's any surprise to anyone. I said I was going to do something door creation. So just so no one gets mad at me for that, I'm going to, we're going to go and do like one, you recruit. Oh, because I have some things. I can't even do that. Here we go. So no one can say anything to me. There we go. Obtain 5 here. Oh yeah, it's Monday now. Everything's locked away. You can't even do Exodium. Let's just throw that in there too. Just so I'm not a liar. Because I was thinking like, should I even go there anymore to the door of creation? I don't even know. No dice, man. But hey, I need all this lovely. I need all of that, man. Honestly, all these hero tokens. But anywho, YFOs in the comment section below. What do you guys feel about that? I mean, one, about obviously the collaboration, that's one thing. And then two, what do you guys feel about, you know, when someone doesn't play as optimal and they do make videos? I don't mind, like, you know, if you guys feel like, no, you should always want to play optimally because you're a content creator and people are going to look at your account and they're going to try to aspire to be you. Like, I definitely think that there's some people like that. I think that there's some people that want me to play as optimal, but to me, optimal playing in a gacha is like spending money as well. I think that if you want to be optimal, you should be spending in the right packs. You should be doing a lot of other extra stuff that I normally don't do. So I think it'd be weird to expect, at least specifically for me, to play at the most optimal level when I don't think that I ever give that energy off in any gacha that I play. I usually play as very casually. I'm a very casual player. One person said that they think I'm out of touch with the game, and I was like, there's not much to know in the game. And I didn't have the ability to, I know what Signature Force does. I mean, I know what it does. I just never had the opportunity until that very moment on video to actually use it. So then I tried to read the instructions and I made a mistake. It's like if you were to do Elemental Enhance and you never got dupes of a character, especially in, I'm about to say SSR because of Illusion Connect. Yo, go check out the Illusion Connect videos. Yo, they're popping off. As you can see with my Valentina, it's not activated right now. I know why it's not activated, because she's not enhanced, but you'd have to kind of know that in general. Like, you'd have to know how those system works, and you might not have had the opportunity. I have 2 dupes of Valentina now, but if my boy Jin, well, now he has Transcendent because I have to. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Like, you might not know how to do it. You might have to look up something. But like I told someone, I was like, you're not gonna Google search something that you think is correct. Like, if you think that that's how it works, you're not gonna be like, yeah, let me just double check. Like, I mean, some people like to double check. I do sometimes, but I was like, I don't care. Anywho, like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, blow it up the comment section below. Let's have a nice, honest discussion. And just remember that every day at the casino is your lucky day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.